Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready? 56 to right. 56. Check with the ball. Hey. And watch the ball. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Coaches, let's see how long. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56. Check tight.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
On second down now, it's Cohen. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That is caught by Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they're going to lose. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.